Welcome to the We Love Art exhibition. Can everyone hear me from everywhere? Yes? Okay, awesome. Thank you so much for coming. My name is Denise, and together with the wonderful Shadi, who is not here with us today, but together with Shadi and Fabelin, we have been guiding amazing artists towards their exhibition. I'm going to start with a famous quote. Maybe you guys know a very famous artist, Henri Matisse. And he said, creativity takes courage. Because art is like peeking in someone's diary. And actually, that is what we are doing today. We are peeking in the artist's diary because we're listening later to all their stories, what their masterpieces mean to them. Now, we have two different art groups. We have the beginners and we have the expert artists. Now, the confident beginners, that is the foundation group of the course. As the name suggests, you would assume they have never painted before. However, really cannot tell that some of these people told us at the first day that they have never ever painted before. Like, it's impossible to imagine. So that's the confident beginners. Now, then we have also the expert artists. Yes, they have been with us for quite a while and they have experienced art, and throughout the course we've experienced different techniques, different topics, but all of them, both of them, they're here to present their art pieces. And the theme of today's art piece is childhood. So later we are gonna understand and hear from them and peek in their diary what childhood means to them. And so it will be a very interesting, we will hear loads of different stories. Now, creativity does take courage, because when you sign up for an art course, yes, you expect painting, but no, you wouldn't expect public speaking, right? So, and today, to kind of share their art with friends and family, standing here is quite challenging, it's quite scary. So for that reason alone, please give them just the biggest applause, because really they deserve it. Give them a huge applause.
So when I think about my childhood, I think about my family and especially my siblings, because these were the ones who were always there during my childhood. We played a lot, and one of the things we did for hours and hours was dancing hula hoop, and this is why I painted this. And funny enough, I'm not able to dance hula hoop anymore. And I think it shows how there's the priorities when you're young and you try to expert things, and now when you grow older, you learn new things, you try to be expert in other things, and it's just how life goes. You travel, you meet new people, you learn new things, and I think this is something beautiful. And one other great thing is that my brother and my sister are actually visiting today from Germany, so they are here.
Hi, my name is Resham. As Denise mentioned, we are not public speakers. The reason I chose painting is because I don't get the chance of standing on the stage and start speaking. But unfortunately, we're here, or fortunately. So my childhood memory over here that I painted is a beach. The beach is very important to me and important to my childhood because it resonates the memories that we spent when we were as kids with our parents. My mom is right here. I would like to thank her for this. She used to wake us up at 5 in the morning. She's like, "Hey, guys, let's go see the sunrises, or let's go in the evening and see the sunset." We used to hate her for that, I'll be very honest. But that was the best memories that I could ever think of, because, we bonded over there. We spoke, we just spoke about things. We made sandcastles, we ran inside the water. They came running behind us thinking we were drowning, and then we created memories. So yeah, this is what exactly I painted. Thank you.
So childhood theme. I lacked a bit of imagination and just went through some old photos of me as a child. That seemed to work. I think this piece really, for me, just kind of shows the danger that I'm in here. I'm perched on the end of a high seat. I could fall off at any point, and I think I really get that across. There's real elements of danger. My mum in the background that looks a bit like a witch that's escaped a mental institute. And this does look like a picture of an innocent boy sitting there on a scooter in a nice family photo, but it could be that maybe this child is psychologically damaged. He's not getting the attention because his sister's getting all the attention. He's been left on a high seat. Anyway, it's just my life, you know. And here I am, sharing it all with you. Thank you.
Hi everyone. So my painting represents a bit of dreaminess, a bit of freedom, as what we've done a lot as childs, just roam around and be free. And it's set in a Belarusian countryside. So I'm from Belarus, and it has these beautiful birches, beautiful sunsets, the field, and a bit of dandelion, right, where you blow it and you make a wish. So this is what childhood is for me.
Hi everybody. Actually, my painting represents the childhood because the childhood means to me dreaming big. It's running to nowhere, running to anywhere with no limits. This is also two kids represent me and my sister, my partner in a crime, my partner in dreaming. Also, the sky remind me how the life when you are a child is magical. So for that reason, I paint this one. Thank you.
Hello guys, so this is my painting for childhood, a diva-like figure. I didn't look like this when I was a kid, but this is a trick to show that how young I look like right now. Kidding. So this is like my childhood. You always have to behave well as a diva, and the role you play in daily life is like on stage. So what is happening here is she herself has a thinking universe in her mind. So you can see like her hair, the purple hair. So it's like thinking here, there, everywhere, explosion, and go crazy. But what is happening is in the mouth, she has to say something beautifully and flowery, like always appreciate the things happening around. And here you can see the right eye is actually the earth. So what I want to demonstrate here is you may think like a universe, like many things go beyond, but you always look at where you are and what is happening at present. So this is about me, my childhood. So here in UAE, my 7th country to live. Very safe, thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. So my painting is called Leaving the 99. So what can you see visually? Besides all the beige, it's over the top beige, but you can see a person walking towards a sheep. Hopefully that looks like a sheep. And then the rest of the sheep on the right-hand side. So this picture relates to a parable in the Bible where Jesus talks about the shepherd and how he has, let's say, 100 sheep in his flock, and let's say one of these sheep go missing. The shepherd would rather leave the 99 that are already safe to go after that one lost sheep. So this relates to my childhood because oftentimes I'm like this lost sheep that kind of finds myself lost or off the journey. And just how the shepherd rejoices when he finds that lost sheep, so does God rejoice when we find ourselves back to him. So this is my childhood depiction. Thank you.
Hello everybody. I am from Pakistan, and this is a place called Lake Saif al Malook in Pakistan. In summer when I was a child, my parents took us to visit one of the mountain ranges in the northern areas of Pakistan, and all those areas are very beautiful, but I chose this one because it's like a very small lake and it's surrounded by massive, majestic mountains, and it just always fascinated me. And I visited it since 3 more times, and it's just looked always different. So it's just like a special place. So that's why I chose it. But I also chose it because 8 weeks ago, I wouldn't dream of making a landscape on my own. But Denise and Shadi were so encouraging that I thought, okay, I can take this on. So this was a big challenge for me, and it turned out well. So thank you so much, Denise, and thanks to Shadi, who is not here. But it was a very fun class, and I had a lot of fun with all the students as well. So thank you so much.
Hello, everyone. Can you hear me? Yeah. So I've always loved horses ever since I was a child, and they always used to ask me when I was little, "What are your hobbies?" And I didn't quite understand what a hobby is, and I used to say horseback riding, and I had never seen a horse in my life. I still have it as one of my hobbies, and I don't ride a horse. But another thing I wanted to say about horse is that I just opted for it to be very colorful, because I think the childhood is not limited by what is realistic. So I think it's important for all of us to maintain this magic that the children have and this imagination and creativity, because ultimately this is what drives the world forward and the success and progression, because us adults are somewhat limited but by what can and what cannot, but the children, based on their imagination, everything is possible. So I think we need just to have the children alive in all of us. That's it.
Hi everyone. So when I was asked to create a painting about my childhood, so immediately I knew that I had to honor my mother, who was really the center of our family. So being one of 5, she surrounded us with love and care, but also for me, being a twin, it had a deeper layer, which I shared with my twin sister, a lot of joy, experience, and memories. So I was inspired by Gustav Klimt painting because it reflects my own story. My mother was, her strengths really shaped us, and because she was our father, our mother, our guide with everything, and losing her was a loss that I still feel deeply. So that's why I chose one of her clothes. It's a way to keep her scent and her presence around us. And for me, it's not just an image, it's more like my true story that shows how our family is so bonded and my deep connection with my twin sister. Thank you.
Hi guys. So my masterpiece wasn't necessarily about the childhood. The second one was. And this one was the adaptation of the existing tarot cards, the Empress. And the reason why I liked it so much was that it kind of challenged the idea of femininity to me. The original Empress cards usually have the Empresses sitting, standing kind of sovereign and composed, and they have this composure about them with a scepter in their hand. Whereas this one is a little bit more playful, she's got that your hands up in the air and, just a little bit more playful. So the idea here was to kind of challenge the idea of femininity and bring both the dark and the side of the femininity into the picture. Because, usually we focus on this the holiness and the lightness, but there's also the other side. And it's like two sides of the same coin, the dark and the light. One can't exist without the other. So this was the whole idea behind it. I mean, obviously, painting this was quite a healing and challenging process as well, because it's a self-portrait, and having to watch myself being painted, it brings with it a lot of insecurities, and then showing it to other people, and for the risk of being misunderstood. But the whole idea here was that it kind of depicts the whole journey of femininity, as being kind of raised at the altar, not the altar, how you say it, idolized and then burnt at the stake, basically. So that was the symbology of the whole the Empress masterpiece. But this one, this little tiny one, I cried throughout the whole thing. Because it was all about the perspectives and about the vanishing points and everything, and I was just like, what is this gonna end? But once it all came on paper and the colors came in and the last little bits and pieces, and I saw my grandmother's place and I felt the power of that place, it all kind of fell into pieces, into place, and it made sense to me. So I hope you guys can feel it as well. From Russia, with love.
Hi, I'm
Marianne, and this is Teddy. Let's call him Teddy for now. Teddy actually is real. He's not my childhood Teddy. He was a Teddy that was given to my oldest son. Then they broke up, so the Teddy came to me. And I was going to bring the Teddy to art class and set him up as a still life, but as I was leaving, my younger son saw the Teddy, and it happened to be his girlfriend's birthday. So the Teddy has now gone to my younger son's girlfriend, who has named him Paddington. So it is actually Paddington. Now, I thought I had chosen something quite easy to do. Even Denise thought I was going to be able to do 2 masterpieces. That is until I realized, well, Shadi taught me how to do the fur, which is the bit that makes the Teddy really fuzzy and cuddly. And there's 4 layers to the fur. So you go in with the dark and then build up the colors. So it took a really long time. So I certainly don't have 2 masterpieces. This is it. And I guess it represents childhood because it's innocent and sweet, and who doesn't love a cupcake? So, so Paddington.
Hi everyone. So like many of us, I was obsessed with mermaids when I was younger. But when I say obsessed, I mean I was a menace. And I used to terrorize my parents saying I wanted to be a mermaid as if they could make that happen. Until my mother told me that I was a mermaid for 9 months when I was in her belly, and then I stopped terrorizing them. So in my painting, I wanted to capture a little bit of that while still being an adult. So yes, she has normal feet, but she's imagining her shadow and watching how it could be a mermaid tail. And I don't know, I hope I always keep this kind of whimsy and imagination in my life.
Hi everyone, I'm Aisha. My painting is called A Blush of Nostalgia. So living in the vibrant city of Dubai, it's the inspiration from the painting comes from the modernity of the city and the simplicity of my childhood. So growing up, I found a lot of joy from nature and a lot of joy from the outdoors and creativity, and that sparked my interest for art. So if you look at the painting, the pinks and the blue sort of represents the hues of the skies growing up, and the gold sort of represents the treasured memories that I had growing up. I absolutely love the painting because it depicts exactly how my childhood was, colorful and with lots of memories. I would just like to thank Shadi and Denise. I know Shadi couldn't be here, but you know, I have to say this, I've always been like really bad at painting, and I'm just not, I'm just putting it out there, but Denise and Shadi, they've inspired me, and they've really like inspired me and coached me and mentored me to reach my potential. So thank you very much.
Hello everyone. First of all, this does not represent my childhood memories. Don't worry. But it's somehow still related to children, and I will tell you how. So 2 years ago, our family actually started to live all apart. So I have 3 children and my husband, and we all live in different places now due to various circumstances. Not so, some of them are good, some of them are bad, but this is the reality. And I miss my children so much. And one of my children live in Brazil. And last month I traveled to Brazil for business, but also managed to spend a couple of days with him. And it was October, and in October all Latin America started to prepare for this Dia de los Muertos Day, which is the day of all spirits. And this is a big celebration, big carnival, and all children enjoy it very much. And when we were spending these 2 days together, so we went through all these little shops with all this funny stuff, and this was so colorful and so foolish a little bit. So it somehow get to my mind, and when I started to think about the idea for my masterpiece, I thought that it may be a great recollection of these 2 days with my son together. So this is it.
Thank you so much for everyone. Thank you.